15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.
Yesterday, let's talk yesterday.
Okay.
I can't go battle for battle, but can y'all just give me y'all quick outtake on each battle, right? Like I remember we started off with E. Farrell.
E. Farrell and Pepe.
And Pepe, yes.
So E. Farrell was super dope, a great rhymer. He actually had a lot of experience. Sometimes you put these guys on the front of the card, and you want to pass it? Oh, well, pass it. I'm a bet. And you put them on the bottom of the card, and you know, if you don't know him, it's like, who's this guy? E. Farrell's been around for a long time. Battle, King of the Dot, all that cool shit. Congratulations to his sobriety too. Same thing with Pepe for King of the Dot. He's been all over that circuit. I gave the battle to E.
Okay.
You know, I just thought his rhyming was better. I thought his delivery was better. Pepe's mic was peaking a little bit in the building. His delivery was a little rushed on his punches, and some of his haymakers that should have landed didn't land. Just all off of delivery. That was a good battle.
I think in the beginning, in the building, I mean, if E. Farrell, I think in the building won, but Pepe did good enough to where so when that battle comes out,
people,
I think it's going to be a lot more even.
Then you got Chef Trez versus XL. You know, that was a really good battle, and that was kind of like the start off to the pay-per-view. Even though even though King
of the Dot gave it to the battle rap
for free, which we thought was awesome, man. Like, I don't know if it's ever been done before. Like, and if it was, my bad. The fact that they allowed the pay-per-view to run for like an hour for free,
crazy,
man. That's special, and that's how you sell. That's how you sell something. I gave that battle to Chef Trez.
Close battle.
Very good battle, though, and it was very competitive. Chef's rebuttals in his third round was just ridiculous. And then also...
XL was consistent throughout the whole battle.
XL is such a camera rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the building, like, you can miss so much of his shit.
Yes.
You gotta watch XL. And I hate to say that because a lot of fans are like, no, it was just trash. No, you just can't hear what he's saying. He's at a pace, and he's a camera rapper.
If you was XL, would you dumb it down sometimes?
No, because XL is one of the best pens in the game. And if there's a minor tweak that he needs to make, it's not the pen. So that was a good battle. 40 versus Sharon, man.
40's first round.
40's first round really could have been the best round of the night.
Wow.
And you know, her second round, obviously, it happened, and even her third round was good. Just as a fan, it was hard not to think about what happened in the second. And then at the same,
was still a long shot.
but then Sharon
was flawless.
What a fucking masterclass performance for Sharon. He's such
he was flawless.
He's such the ultimate bro.
Which is damn near every time with him.
And why?
But he extra had it though. Like he is flawless every time.
You know what though?
He had it today.
But as a battle rapper, you gotta know what battlers like you just can't fuck around with, and Sharon is one of them. If you were battling Sharon, I don't care how many battles you fucked up in or how many wins you got. That's the battle where it's like, all right, I cannot fuck up.
Because you know he's not gonna fuck up. Yeah,
he is going to be on 10 every time. Real Deal versus Mike P.
The Real Deal was my favorite performer of the night last night. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I was kind of blown away that I was seeing Mike P winning some of the polls. I thought the battle was really good, but I really left the building feeling like Real Deal won that battle. Relatively, like, I don't want to say clear to take away from Mike's performance because Mike was great.
Right.
But I just, in the building, it felt like Real Deal kind of handled the situation, and that's why.
I could be wrong, but I just felt like that was the best Real Deal I've ever seen.
I'll agree.
No, but he's a multiple-time champ. It's not the best one I've ever seen.
Okay.
That's the best Real Deal I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And again, like a average fan who's been watching Real Deal forever could easily say, man, Real Deal's better days might be behind him, and I thought he debunked that yesterday.
He definitely debunked it yesterday, bro.
Also.
Yeah.
He had everything in his rounds. He had jokes. He had angles. There was aggression.
Talking shit, like I said.
Like
so
Real Deal was fire.
Geechee and Marv. I thought that was, I thought that battle was slightly underwhelming from what I expected. Right, I really expected that matchup to be a fun, enjoyable battle, and not that it was a bad battle. Geechee didn't have it yesterday.
Second round was really good.
Geechee didn't have it yesterday, and I thought that was like a C+ Geechee performance, and you can tell when he cares and when he really doesn't. And somebody at his level, how good he is when he's not close to 10 is so noticeable. It's just so noticeable.
I'll agree with that. Yes, yes.
It's like, Geechee's playing around today, because when Geechee's on 10, it's a sight to see. Marv, his first round was great. Second round, he was fighting through a choke for dear life, and he got through it, and I commended him for that, even though I thought the freestyle was mid. And then his third round, I really thought he cleared his way to a 2-1 W versus Geechee. Still a solid battle, even though it didn't meet my expectations, and there still was some bright spots for it.
Right, it wasn't like it wasn't.
Wasn't
it was still entertaining.
There was
The
no
battle
trash
still,
battle
it
of
was
the
still
night.
entertaining.
And then Rex versus Chilla.
We got to vet this Rex.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know you was happy to see it. You're his #1 fan.
That's
Yeah,
a fact,
you love
man.
Rex.
You
And
know,
I
I was like a little girl in the background, like, go Rex!
You know, man, when you watch Rex and at this stage, it's so easy to be like, all right, we'll see what Rex shows up. Because Rex is another one of those guys. Rex could have.
But just for the record, his last couple battles,
Whoa, I was
we
about
got
to
Chess, you got
dating back to Big
so
K.
yeah,
Dating
Big
back to
K.
on
So
the GTX event.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Rex has really been kind of.
So I just said that because I got to make sure people keep bringing up, Rex be playing around. But when was the last time you saw that? That's
Right.
what you got to make sure that
for
it's
sure.
mentioned.
And I agree with you, and I'm glad you said that, because when I spoke to Rex at my super stream, I asked him, I'm like, you know what? Are you gonna make another run at it and shit? You know what I mean? He was talking 2025 Kotd shit maybe, and I'm like, yeah, okay, Rex. Like, you don't give a fuck that much.
He's one of those guys that's
Man,
been around first generation, right? So when guys like that are still performing at a high level, it's like I'm a little biased to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They really put the culture where it is.
Yeah.
For real.
No Rosenberg, no nobody without a
Right, they
some of them
started
dudes.
it. He's a part of that. So to see him still whipping ass like that, because Rex was so fire last night.
I gave Rex
So
performance of
fire.
the night.
Performance
I
of the
really
night.
did, and he was talking to that kid that was watching him on YouTube when he was 16, and the nostalgia around it. When Rex cares and Rex gives a fuck, there's not 4 or 5 battlers in the world better than him, right? He can. And one thing that I think is understated is he walked in Chilla's house and did that. Walking to somebody's crib and taking the keys is crazy.
That's
It's
the
crazy.
ultimate.
Not take his shoes off at the door.
He walked in, opened the fridge, get the fuck in here. Hey, Chilla, you ain't got no milk. Like, it was, so to see him do that, man, it was. I felt like a kid at a football game, man.
Yeah.
I almost lost my voice. Me and Rock was hanging over the banister, ready to fall over. Like, it was that moment of it really set the night off and put the night in perspective of how good day one was. I didn't expect that, Rex, and I'm glad I didn't expect it because it was a sight to see. It was a sight to see, and Chilla was solid too.
Was also
A-Ward of Thesaurus.
Thesaurus. Now, Thesaurus.
A-Ward versus Thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
Let's make this clear.
Right.
A-Ward
We
versus
knew who he was
Thesaurus. Go.
Hey, what do we say?
And I'm just.
Oh no, he called him awkward.
A-Word versus Thesaurus. I said it live on the pay-per-view after the battle, man. I think we got to stop feeling weird about saying A-Ward's one of the best in the world.
I don't know who feels weird about that because I
I feel
don't.
like it's more battlers.
It is. It's a lot of battlers and a lot of and the funny thing is about it is, like, when you're off to the side, the battlers are give it up for A-Ward. But then you'll see you on Twitter and be like, A-Ward not like that. And it's like, oh, yes he is. He's like that. We all know he's like that. And nobody's just fucking jumping up to jump in the ring with an A-Ward. He's dangerous. He's scary. He's unpredictable.
And he's got his name from like doing it the unpopular way.
I think for him to be one of the top battlers in the world and not have one URL charted battle is special.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Because we can't say things like URL is the best league in the world, which I agree, and then look at somebody who's one of the top shelf battlers in the world and never went there. Just imagine if he was there.
How many motherfuckers that's not in the NBA
Right.
you be
You
saying
know what I
like,
mean?
and his career is
So the
going
fact
good.
The fact that he never needed that, for us to put the respect on his name, is a testament to how good he really is. He's a special battler, man, and I'm tired of being quiet about it.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, it was a good night. Day one was fire.
Fire.
And that's the thing, man. We're so excited for day 2. You know what I mean?
Day 2 is
Ash
just
versus
packed.
first now got
Mark
moved
on
over.
day 2.
Now we just steroided up.
John.
Come on, man.
Woo!
Come on, man.
Rock,
Come on, Elijah Straight battling tonight. It's a couple good
Danny
matchups.
Myers.
Yeah, it's a couple good matchups tonight. So, that was our warm-up broadcast.
Facts.
You know
and
what I mean?
I will be there today.
Yeah.
I will talk to you guys after day 2
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Love is love, huh?
Frozen bros. Frozen bros. Hey, hey, Frozen bros. Y'all should steal that shit.
Yeah,
That'd be
weird.
funny.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.